because you were too close to the wall. So by the time you got over to him, you were like right up on him. I think is the reason.
See, usually for that move, I just go left, right, left, but I can't go left. So
That's the PS4 controllers. Oh, wow. Thank you, Sushi Loving Asian, for the 1,000 bits. Very appreciated. Thank you for that support, dude.
What a pain.
Thank you for that support, dude. What is the attack where you can break his teleport and lariat before he teleports to you? Do you mean the sliding attack? Because that's the one you can predict when he appears.
What a pain.
Yeah, so I have, the easy way, like Den said, is to use magic. If you predict it, you just throw out a thunder and it'll hit him. It should hit him every time.
Back for more.
Depending on your combo modifiers, if you just wait until you hear him about to teleport, you can just hit attack and it will interrupt it. Although I'm not sure if you rather be in the air than on the ground, because I think if you're on the ground, a bad attack might come out instead. I'm still experimenting with it, but that's usually what works for me.
What a pain.
But I don't recommend going for that unless you're good at the fight. Like really good, because if you mess up, you're dead. Well, or you take damage, depending. Oh, you meant the charge attack. Oh, you do that. Okay, yeah. Well, the thing that sucks about doing that with pro codes is, like right now she's already at pretty much 1 MP. So if she did that, she would throw herself an MP charge and then not have a punish for the pyramid attack. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it, but it is safer. Because otherwise, yeah, you have to attack and dodge really fast. But like I said, I think the reason she died before is because she was right up on him. I don't think you can be right next to him. Because I always attack him from a slight distance. Do I like my job? I don't really like my job. Most people don't like retail. For me, it's a full-time job, so it helps me pay the bills. Now that I have a house as well, it helps me pay the mortgage, along with internet money. I don't know if I would ever like the idea of... Okay, so I'll give you guys a pay spin, hold on, since I'm not actually the one playing for once. I wrote a pay spin about a year or so ago, well over a year now, on why I wouldn't full-time stream. Wherever this is, hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, I made this in August of 2017. A little bit longer than a year. Alright, so go read this if you want to know why I'm not going to full-time stream anytime soon. I almost made the decision around that time because my job was really bad. I had a terrible store manager at the time who nobody wanted to work for. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should just quit and full-time stream.
I don't think so.
You liked retail? Wow, that's a first. So I run a customer service desk. I do cash and sales for the store I work for. But that only takes up like half of 8 hours to do, if even, so the other half is dealing with people. Which is where it gets a little unfun. I don't mind the cash and sales part. That part's easy for me because I'm good at it and I get to just be by myself and do my thing. But dealing with certain types of customers and then picking up the slack for other people is where it gets really dumb. Yeah, like I'm not a store manager, but basically the level above me is the customer service manager, so I'm right under that. So yeah, I have to deal with Karens a lot. But if it's something, sometimes they just want to talk to the store manager, so then I just send them on over. I'm like, okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Rick. She didn't get hit. That's pro code stuff. But yes, she is going for no damage because she doesn't have the accessories on, so if she gets hit at all, she dies. Guaranteed death. Yeah, that's definitely a hard part of retail. If you're stuck on like a register or something for hours, it's hard.
Here.
I kind of like to move around too. And especially because I come home and then I sit for hours, so it's nice to...
Ready for this?
That's the thing, is if I ever got a different job where I sat the whole time at the job, I would have to like heavy workout. Because I can't sit all day at a job and then come home and sit all day. I'll die. The orbs took a tiny bit of her HP.
No.
I don't think so. Did it? I don't know. I think you're thinking of pro codes because her HP right now is right before the crit sound. If the orbs actually took HP, she would be in crit health. Like 1 more HP. I think you're thinking of pro code.
Ready for this?
But yeah, anyway, that's why I didn't want to full-time stream, because it's a huge gamble. You have to give it your all, and it's a, you know, you're your own boss. And I see so many people be full-time streamers where they're like, you know what, I'm not gonna stream today, and it's like, well, it's like, why not? Don't you want money? It's like you can't just take a day off without losing money. Like, I see some Twitch partners also complain about that, where they want Twitch to do like paid vacations, and I'm like, well, you're not employed by Twitch, so they're definitely not obligated to do anything like that. But that obviously adds more stress. It's like you go to like a con or something, or like a GDQ, that whole week you're gone, you're not probably making money. So you're taking a vacation and getting nothing out of it. And the worst part, by far, is no benefits. I would say. No benefits. That's very scary. Because if you buy your own you can always buy your own benefits, of course, but then you don't get some of the
I don't think so.
perks of if you had a real job, where you do get benefits from the employer.
Nice try.
What about from sponsors? Now, if you're at the level to be heavily sponsored, you probably would be fine. There's people at really high up, of course, that are sponsored partners. That's a little bit easier to full-time live. But like someone like me, I don't think it would work out well. And I even factored in my head, you know, I was like, okay, maybe I would be able to bump up a little bit more viewership, you know, put out more videos or something. It's like, it could work. I just don't want to gamble that. I'm not saying I'll never do full-time streaming, but as of right now, I don't want to risk it. It's a gamble.
Shall we?
And like I said, I'll see other people full-time stream, and then they just, because they're their own boss, they don't have the motivation sometimes to take it seriously enough, and then they won't stream enough hours. They'll take extended period times off. They won't sell out properly to make money.
Got this.
Is full-time streaming something I would want to do? That is a good question. I don't think I could be a full-time streamer of speedrunning. That sounds like misery. And like I said in the paste bin, my audience is mostly speedrunning related. Right now is an exception where we're doing super bosses with the DLC. But I can't sit here and just casually play them forever and people will care. But speedrunning full time sounds like misery. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Not only am I known mostly for speedrunning KH, it's really just KH.
I don't think so.
I can't just like play some new game in a new series and pull in the same amount of viewership and money. Like, okay, so basically I'm not a variety streamer. And that's what I chose. Yeah, I didn't want to really be that. Because then I'd be forcing myself to play other games I probably don't care about. But that's also something else that you have to factor in, because I see other people also get angry when they stop playing the thing that people watch them for, and then they're like, you know, why aren't people watching me play this game? Like, I'm only getting like 10% of my viewers. And it's a lot of stress. I do want to play Dark Souls eventually. It's really hard for me to convince myself to stream it. Even in a series like Kingdom Hearts that I know really well, it was really hard for me to blind play .org without people trying to backseat the whole time. So me going into Dark Souls not knowing anything about it would be a little dumb. No, I never played Dark Souls. I've watched other people play it, but I don't really obviously absorb much from that. Disable chat. Yeah, but the whole point of me streaming is to interact with the chat. If it weren't for chat, I probably wouldn't be a streamer anymore. I would just do YouTube videos. So if I have to disable the chat to have a good time playing Dark Souls, I'm just gonna play off stream. And like, I don't know, it's like it won't be satisfying if I play a game like that and I actually like it, but then everyone gives me all the answers.
No chance. I don't think so.
You really find out who your audience is and if your fan base actually loves you instead of KH. Yeah, that's the thing though. It usually just doesn't, like, I know, like, based on when I do play other games that people still will watch, but not everybody will. Not enough. Nice. You did it. All pro codes, level 1. And I would say it was no damage because